Hi everyone, it's Linda. I'm here to show you my 2020 junk journal planner I made based on what Nikki made for me for 2019 and what Miranda, who designed the inside part, the calendar part. So thank you to Nikki and Miranda, but here's mine for 2020. So this measures, sorry, I can't get too close. This measures 6 by 9. And I used, for the covers and even the spine is 2 inches, I used the flat artist board for painting the canvas. It's really thick, so I figure it's perfect for book covers. Like, I don't know why more people don't use it. And you can cut them. Maybe it takes a while, but you can do it with knives. Okay, so I made this little insert tag. This is 2020. This was not this was just glued in. It looks like it was, affixed in properly, but it wasn't. I made a little pocket there. It does not go all the way around because I figured that I might one day want to put 2020 down the side. And this is a dangle. I'll get a better picture of it. This is a dangle I made actually probably like a year ago. Yeah, 3 beads, what I call the disco ball, and a coffee cup. And it's fixed with the attachment, the Tim Holtz attachment, which they don't seem to sell in Canada. So I'll load up again next time I go to the States, which is, if you saw my last video, will be in 3 weeks. Okay. Anyway, so, and I also use these Tim Holtz book corners that I bought on special sales at my Michael's. Okay, so let's go in. So, okay. I had sewn, there's 4 signatures, winter, spring, summer, and fall. I had sewn them into a piece of cardboard, and I didn't think to cover up the cardboard before I did it. And anyway, so I threw this on each side. You'll see at the back, there's a big thing of lace. But in the meantime, there's a tuck spot here, and it's tied with a ribbon enclosure. Okay, so I wanted to make use of my embellishments, so stickers and wooden embellishments. There's a calendar at the front of each season, and there's some writing spots, a tuck spot. This side will always have the calendar where you can write your stuff. I did a little bit of stamping, but not all the way through. There's some writing spot here, a little dangly L for Linda, even though I can take that. I'll probably take it off. You probably could tuck something in there, but that's just some lace. It's a collage I sewed onto the side. Just some decoration. There's a little mini envelope. Another tuck spot. And this is like a ribbon snippet that, but it's made of paper. You just take strips of paper you have and just sew them. There was a video about a month or 2 months ago, and a bunch of people, I guess, made a whole bunch of them, and I still have some. Now, for some reason, I forgot to sew ribbon onto the pages, and this is the only page in the book that has a piece of ribbon. This is from a book, a pad of paper, stickies and regular paper that Maggie gave me. Paris, isn't it beautiful? And this is from a book I bought at Five Below. It's a store called Five Below in the States. And everything is below $5, I believe, was the premise. Anyway, I had to buy it because it's a notebook, and it has in different areas of the book, different pages or different sections of the page, they have adult coloring. A tuck spot, and there's some stenciling up there. I love this card, and there's writing on the back, so I attached it so that it became a hiding spot. There's a flower that I glued down with a little pearl on the inside, or gem. And there's the center of my signature. And there's ooh, that's a blingy. You know those, if you guys have bought stickers from Dollarama, there's a butterfly sticker, a gemmy one. Okay, here's another paper ribbon, tuck spot. This, I didn't affix it right, so you can't fold it over, but you can probably hide something underneath, just for writing. Honeycomb, stencil with distress ink, and then this opens up into a secret writing spot. I'll cut that back later. Okay, and here's a tuck spot with a card, a tag, this envelope, Velcro. I'm still on the hunt for 1 millimeter thin magnets. They're very hard to find. I have a ton of washies, but I'm trying to find it really thins because I don't want it bulky. So I have to use Velcro, which is a little bit bulky, but whatever. Playing card with a tag, belly band. I wanted to show something there. Some paper. This is from the Dollarama books that they still sell. The covers are, there's like 4 or 5, maybe 4 different colors, but the covers are the same with roses or flowers, and it's $4. And but all the paper looks vintagey. It's all the same paper on the inside of the books. And at the end of the signature, I glued or sewed a tag. So here we are into spring. Some stickers there. A pocket, and I used a brad to affix this charm. I whined about the We Are Memory Keepers pocket punch board taking forever to be released, basically in North America. Anyway, it showed up at Michael's about a month ago, so I was very happy about that. So a tag for there, and a tag, and I can jam something behind it. A corner tag, that's the back of a card. It's a jumbo playing card. I was able to affix an index card to it. Another text spot, another pocket, tag. This one you can go behind, like there's 2 different places to tuck. I love file folders, mini file folders, so I just did that one. I didn't quite like how it turned out, so that's why I glued it down. And there's more of that Paris paper, center of my signatures, more of that adult coloring paper, notepad. I love this paper, so I managed to salvage it and use it throughout the book. So there's the card there. This is an envelope I made, and I made this journal, and for some reason I made it to open this way. Okay, so there's just some of that. Oh, darn it. Hang on, sorry, that's my dirty floor. Okay, so there's some, it just opens that way, that's all. And a little belly band to hold it. A pocket there, tuck there, more of the paper, and then the end of that. Now we're into summer, and there's some stickers there. I had bought these like 3 or 4 years ago now, when I was getting back into planning, using a planner. Okay, so there's more Paris, Canada Day, because it's the first week of July. The tag, more writing space, and of course, Canada Day banner from one of the mini stickers that Dollarama was selling. Or even, sorry, I could have got that at Dollar Tree. Probably Dollar Tree. Anyways, there's some tags here. A stencil that I used not vintage photo, gathered twigs, I believe. It doesn't matter. I used the brownish one. That's bottom line. A tag I made, I ripped out from a serviette, and I Mod Podged it on, and then I did gesso, and then I kept trying to smooth it out with sandpaper to make it smooth. It is kind of smooth, but anyway, I just thought I'd jam it in there. Carte postal stamp, and there's some tags, a little summary, and this is another piece of paper from the from the book that Maggie gave me of paper. There's just a punch out of a picture frame, and here's a flower there, and I put a little green gem I had in my collection. Text box, another carte postcard for those English people. Okay, so there's the center, some tags. This flips up, is a double flip, and there's a bigger one. So you can actually tuck something in between, not just behind. So that's what that is. There's more of that paper ribbon snippet. Just a spot for tucking. Sorry. This is an empty envelope, but I love the envelope, so we can put it in that way. And the tuck spot. More of the adult coloring paper. A pocket I made, as well as a tag to go with it from the paper. And again, stenciling with the honeycomb. These were the first die cut slash stamp set I bought when I got my big kick last spring, and it's Scaredy Cats or something. Anyway, so you can stamp and then punch them out. And yeah, so I just left them plain. And I use those foam adhesive squares to affix it so they stand out a bit. I don't know if you can see that, but some more of the paper and a tag, which means we're getting to the end of the signature. And fall, winter, spring, summer, fall, we're almost